going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to a channel update for November 27th, 2012. And I got a lot of news, a lot of good news actually, and information for you in this video. So please bear with me as I go through several different topics. First of all, some good news is something that I want to update everyone on. Past several weeks I've been talking to everyone about moving my vlogs, meaning this style of video, these vlog style videos, off of my DSP gaming channel and moving them to a new channel where they can basically be featured for extended periods of time so that they get the attention that they deserve and that people actually get to see them. A major complaint that I've had ever since I started basically doing these YouTube videos full-time on DSP Gaming was that I put out so much content that a lot of the stuff gets lost in the shuffle. And a lot of people who have attempted to subscribe to me get so many videos flooding their inboxes every single day that they've decided to willingly unsubscribe and still follow and watch my videos, but they're not subscribed to DSP Gaming. So as a major initiative for 2013, with some of the changes that are coming to my content, one major change is that I am separating the vlog style videos like this one from DSP Gaming, and I am posting it on my new vlog channel, which is called the King of Hate Vlogs. It is live on YouTube right now, and the news that I have for you is that as of right now, it is officially partnered with YouTube and now with Machinima. Because it's kind of weird, the process. First you need to have a channel, then you need to have a partnership go through YouTube, and then it finally gets to go through Machinima. So as of right now, the channel is partnered with Machinima. Now, I don't want anyone to worry. I'm not rushing over there and moving my vlogs yet. I told you, this is an initiative for 2013. And being that this next month is going to be jam-packed full of year-end video series, which we're going to talk a little bit about in this video, there's no reason for me to move everything over there yet, okay? So, what does this mean? I made a decision. And the decision is that what I am going to be doing is I am going to, for the next month, meaning till the end of 2013, whenever I have a vlog style video like this one, I am going to upload it both to DSP Gaming and to the King of Hate Vlogs. So what this means is if you're a fan and you've always followed DSP Gaming and you're subbed here, you're still going to get all that content here for the next month. You don't have to worry about adjusting to a new channel yet. But for those of you who want to get a head start, you can head over to the King of Hate Vlogs right now, subscribe to the channel. Right now it has some, I think it's in the 6,000s, almost up to 7,000 subscribers. I know once everyone transitions to watch the vlog style videos, it's going to have way more than that. It'll probably have, on average, my vlog videos have 15 to 20,000 views each. So I get the feeling I'll get that amount of subs and hopefully a little bit more, because there are a lot of people I know who are watching DSP Gaming daily but have refused to sub simply because they don't want to have their inbox flooded. Well, the good news is, if you go sub there right now, you will not have your inbox flooded. I'm only going to be posting up vlog videos on that channel the same day that I post them up here on DSP Gaming. And then starting in 2013, I will flip the switch and there will be no more vlogs here on DSP Gaming. You will have to follow the King of Hate Vlogs, okay? So get a head start, head over there now, subscribe. This video that is actually on DSP Gaming and on the King of Hate Vlogs right now, so you might be watching it on both channels, which is kind of funny, or on either channel. And that's the reason why. So that's going to be for the next month. That's the game plan. And then in 2013, I'm going to start my new initiative, which I've talked about in the video called Huge Changes Coming, where I'm going to be basically playing less games and doing more vlog-style series that I want to do. Okay? Okay, so that was announcement number one. Announcement number two is that I want everyone to know that today I hadn't announced it, but I played the Mass Effect 3 Omega DLC. And the reason that I did that was because I was actually able to beat Hitman Absolution within 2 days, which I didn't know whether or not I was going to be able to do. A lot of people, there was a lot of speculation with that playthrough of people saying, oh, Phil's not very good at sneaking style games. Sorry, I'm just getting a text here. And that Phil's going to take forever to beat the game. There's going to be a bunch of epic fails. Well, far be it for me to say there weren't a bunch of epic fails. There were a bunch of really epic fails right up to the very end of the playthrough. The last part is a fucking epic fail, which is fucking hilarious. But I actually did really well in the game. I was doing a lot of the optional ways to assassinate people, some of the accidental ways, so that people didn't know that there was an assassin involved. It looks like an accident. I actually, if you can believe it, I know a lot of people were commenting about this game saying that this is one of the hardest Hitmen to actually get a silent assassin ranking in. I actually got a Silent Assassin ranking. So I don't know if maybe it's a fluke, or maybe I really did get good at the game, but the final mission, which you would think is probably the hardest mission, I got a Silent Assassin ranking on it. So I loved the game. Please take the time, check out the playthrough. In my opinion, one of the best games of the year. Now, right off the bat, I know people are going to say, Phil, why are you going to review the game? Whatever. Well, keep in mind, I didn't play the optional contracts mode, and to really review a game, you need to play all the modes. Right now, I don't know if I'm ever going to get a chance to play it, because when I come back, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that I'm taking a break this weekend, when I come back for full-time gameplay, it's going to be Far Cry 3. And from what a lot of people are saying, Far Cry 3 is like a first-person shooter version of Skyrim, where there's so much content in the game that you could literally play it for a month straight and not finish it. And if that's the case, and if I'm really enjoying myself playing it, I may play Far Cry 3 the same way that I played Skyrim, where I take my time over the course of December and early January until new releases come out, where that's the game I'm playing daily. I'm doing, a few hours of gameplay, and then I split my time between that and my year-end series, which we're going to talk a little bit about in this video. So, with that coming up, I don't know if I'm ever going to have a chance to play the contracts mode in Hitman, which means I don't know if I'm ever going to have a chance to review the game, but what I can tell you is this. One of my favorite games of the year, it is up there with the same games that I feel were some of the best of the year, including Resident Evil 6, including Dishonored, including Borderlands 2, including The Walking Dead. I really feel the game was that good. So, please check out the playthrough. Some people actually commented to me and said, this playthrough feels like it's a return to my roots, like I'm playing Heavy Rain, because they said basically you're exploring, you're trying different things rather than trying to rush through and complete the goals. And they love the commentary, and I thank you for those comments, because that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like maybe I'm taking a step in the right direction, especially with these changes coming in 2013. So if you haven't, please take a look at that playthrough. But anyway, getting back on track, yes, today I unexpectedly had time to play the Mass Effect 3 Omega DLC. I thought it was fun, but then I realized that it was like, I think it was like $15 or $20. I can't remember how much it was, because it's the stupid Microsoft points, not money. But for $15 or $20, it was just under 3 hours long, and even though it is one of the meatiest DLCs ever for a Mass Effect game, it's still 3 hours for that amount of money is kind of overpriced. So rather than rush out and buying it, I recommend maybe you check out my playthrough and you see what you think of for yourself. The playthrough does include a brand new assault rifle that's the best assault rifle in the game from what I can tell, a plethora of weapon enhancements, lots of money, and lots of experience. So that's cool, and the store is pretty good as well. So it's good for what it is. I just don't know if I feel like it's worth how much they charged for it. So watch the playthrough, judge for yourself, and then judge whether or not you want to get it, okay? So now to get back on track again, this coming weekend is Panda Lee's visit. As you know, she comes to visit me once a month, and this is a very special weekend because it is our holiday celebration. It's actually our first holiday celebration. A year ago, when I first started dating Panda Lee, she was supposed to come visit me in December, and I got really sick, and therefore her trip got delayed, and we never really had like a holiday celebration. This year we are. So just to put everyone in perspective of what's coming up, on Wednesday we're going to be putting up my Christmas tree, and I do this every single year. I do multiple videos of me putting up this tree, putting the ornaments on, and so on and so forth, and I'm going to be doing that with her this year, and it's going to be very similar to the previous years when I've done it, where I'm going to just talk about things that have gone on this year, whether it's the gaming industry, whether it's my experience as a full-time YouTuber, whether it's different changes and things that I felt happened this year. I'm just going to talk about a lot of different stuff. And people seem to love that style of video. They love it when I just talk from the heart. And that's what this is really going to be. You can experience me putting up my tree with my girlfriend, plus just talking from the heart about a lot of topics. So that's coming up on Wednesday. I hope you'll join me for that as always. It's a kind of an annual thing I do. And then starting on Thursday, excuse me, because it's cold today. Now my nose is all stuffy because it's so cold outside. We actually had some snow flurries today too. And then starting on Thursday, we will see the beginning of the Epic Mickey 2 co-op playthrough with myself and Panda Lee. A lot of people are looking forward to this because they're saying they know how bad I thought Epic Mickey 1 was, and they can't wait to see our reactions to Epic Mickey 2. And being that it is a split-screen co-op game and that it looks like it has frame rate issues already right off the bat, this could be a doozy. The cool thing is we'll be playing it on the Wii U, So you're going to get the perspective of people who are playing this game from, the new system and see how it implements the gamepad and everything. I'll be mentioning that during the playthrough. So you will more than likely see videos of that playthrough starting on Thursday, and you'll probably see some Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, perhaps Monday, but I don't want to promise Monday because I'm not sure if we're going to get to it that day. That's our last day here. And so that's coming this weekend. And then coming up next week is Far Cry 3, which I'll be starting. And by the way, the game has both a single-player campaign, a co-op campaign, and I believe it also has online multiplayer. I will be doing the single-player campaign, period. A lot of people were asking for co-op, but you know what? I want to tackle the single-player campaign first, and being that people are saying the game could be super long, again, who knows when I'm going to get to co-op, if I ever get to it. It wasn't a game like with some of the other games this year that I planned out definitive co-op with partners or anything. And being that it is the last kind of major release that I'm playing this year, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't even do that, okay? So I'm going to be playing Far Cry 3 next week. I just want to remind everyone that the open beta for Hawken actually, I believe, is the week after that. And I'm actually going to be playing that. I'm going to be participating in the Hawken open beta. This is a free-to-play PC game that I talked about way back at E3, and then I had a chance to attend one of the closed betas, and I did some footage, but I didn't get to do too much. It's just been such a crazy hardcore gaming season, but that game's finally coming out in December, and I said, that's perfect. That way I could be doing some Far Cry, maybe some Hawken, and pair that with my year-end series, okay? So speaking of the year-end series, I'm glad that I brought this up. I want to let everyone know that I've now decided exactly what all the series are going to be, and I'm looking for some help when it comes to logos and music, okay? So, here's the series. Here's my ideas for the year-end series. We're going to have the fan-voted top 10 funniest moments of the year, okay? And those polls will be open in just a week or two. I'm actually, right now, you can still nominate the funniest moments of the year that you want to nominate. I'll put a link to the thread where you can nominate things in the description of this video. We already have over 150 posts or something like that. So there's lots of stuff for me to consider to put into the polls for the funniest moments, okay? So those polls will open shortly, but we're going to do the top 10 funniest fan-voted moments of the year, and we're going to do John Rambo DSP's Smart Guys Wrestling Simulation Special, where we count down our favorite simulated wrestling matches of the year that we simulated in WWE 12 and explain why we think those are the best simulated matches of the year, okay? As well as show some of the hilarious moments from them. We are going to do the most disappointing games of 2012. This year was chock full of games, but a lot of them kind of fell flat on their face for multiple different reasons. We're going to talk a little bit about that in that series, and I think people will enjoy that. But on the flip side of that, just to say that we're not all negative, I'm also going to do the surprisingly good games of 2012. Games that I don't think anyone really expected, games that maybe didn't even sell that well, that kind of really were exceptional in what they did, and I think deserve a little bit more credit, and so I'm going to have a series of that. I'm going to do a, what is it? Oh, the worst gaming trends of 2012. I do this every year. So it's going to be what are some of the shittiest things that happened related to gaming this year. And I think some people, just for some of the rants I've done this year, you're going to know what some of those are already. And then, of course, the traditional DSP's top 10 best games of 2012. And I probably will throw in some honorable mentions and stuff like that, but I think people will love that series. So I'm going to be doing those, not necessarily in that order, but I'm going to start working on them as soon as I return from this, weekend with Panda Lee. I'm going to start playing Far Cry 3, but then I'm probably going to close off the nominations poll for the funniest moments. I'm probably going to be, looking through that whole thread, collecting them, creating the poll, and then that will be open for everyone. So look for a vlog update next week where I'm going to talk about that, okay, how you can vote. But outside of that, I'm going to start some of the other series as soon as I can, okay? But in addition to that, I need help with logos and with music. And what I mean is at the end of every year I do these year-end series, but I'm not a good graphic designer, and I'm definitely not a musician. So what I need is some logos and some music for these year-end series that I can use. So what I'm looking for is like kind of a big splash screen logo, like something that can cover the whole video and the intro and outro, but also like a little corner icon like I do with this video right here. I got a little corner icon, that says, DSP Gaming Channel Update or whatever. That's what I'm looking for these kind of videos. So for all those series I just mentioned, plus I'm also looking for instrumental music, and it could be anything. It could be techno, it could be rap, it could be rock, it could be any kind of instrumental music. In previous years, I actually used some fan-made songs and remixes that they made of my videos, but this year we kind of dried out. I think that fad of making music remixes of my videos is kind of dead at this point. So, excuse me. If anyone out there is good at making some instrumental music and you want to submit stuff for me to consider, please, again, I'm going to put another thread in the description of this video for year-end submissions. Please submit those because I'm going to need them very shortly, pretty much, okay? And just to remind everyone, since Pandily will be here this weekend, that means there's no Smart Guys, so don't go looking for a Smart Guys wrestling commentary show with myself and John Rambo. This is our bye week, but we should be back next week as long as everything goes according to plan. And by the way, there's quite a lot of games building up now for co-op for John and I to do. We still have to finish New Super Mario Bros. U, which we're hoping to do the next time that we play together. We actually have Family Guy 2-player on the Xbox 360 that we're probably going to do, but also Lego Lord of the Rings has come out. So we've got like 3 games to work on co-op, so we're going to be good, I think, for the next several months when it comes to going through co-op. I think we have enough stuff that we're going to be able to do. So the last thing is I will probably very shortly be updating my gaming calendar for next year. So by the end of December, I'll be putting out a video that's an update. It'll probably be like the first quarter of 2013, all the games that are coming out, as long as the world doesn't end on December 21st and a giant Cthulhu monster doesn't have tentacles that come out from the inner depths of hell and suck us all down. I will be doing this update video explaining all the games that I'll be playing in the early months of 2013, and I think it's going to be a good opportunity for me to decide exactly what games I'm playing, what games I'm not, with my new slightly reduced gaming schedule, that I'm only going to play 2 major games a week and then maybe some multiplayer and other stuff. But that's my focus, is to stop playing every single game under the sun, so that way I have more time to, number 1, relax, number 2, to not overload the channel and so people have more of an opportunity to watch the videos, and number 3, that I can focus on these new vlog things and ventures that I want to focus on, because I think there's a lot of interest and anticipation in some of these vlog style videos that I want to work on in 2013. Okay, so that's it for this channel update. I know it's been a lot of information. Please, whether you're watching it on DSP Gaming or on the King of the King of Hate Vlogs, enjoy the video. And thanks a lot for tuning in. I will see you for the holiday special and also for Epic Mickey 2 this weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace out.